नमस्कार मंडळी. KomTvच्या KomTv लाईव्ह सेशन या 26व्या भागामध्ये आपल्या सर्वांचं मी श्रीनिवास कोले आपलं सहर्ष स्वागत करतो. I welcome you all to the KomTv live session, 26th live session. Shrinivas Kole, welcome you all. Today, we are going to interact with one of the software tech legend, Mr. Shubham Chintalwar. तर KomTv लाईव्ह सेशन मध्ये आपण रोज आपल्या समाजातील कलावंत गुणवंत मंडळी तसेच आपल्या समाजातील तज्ञ यांच्याशी संपर्क आणि संवाद साधत असतो. तर आज आपल्याशी संवाद साधायला आहेत शुभम चिंतलवार. वेलकम शुभम.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you, KomTv, for giving me this opportunity where I can spread awareness about hackathon. Yeah.
Yes. So the topic for today's live session is Hackathon, a new journey or a pathway towards entrepreneurship. So before we proceed for today's session, I would like to introduce our today's speaker, Mr. Shubham Chintalwar, who is currently a Chief Technical Officer at Gig India, Pune. He is the guys with the idea. People usually approach when they need help in ideation. So that's a great thing. So he's a creative mind, we can say. He has 5 years of experience in the software industry, and he is a frequent attendee for the technical conferences and on the technology meets and innovation meets. Someone who wants to be a successful entrepreneur, and I think he started his journey of entrepreneurship when he founded a company called Spinux and Studios when he was in his college days. That's a good achievement, we can say. And where they founded 2 products. One was Tech Polling app and second was the Pragma. So the Pragma was the audio and video modulation system, which got them a chance to visit Angel Hack, one of the greatest hackathon events in San Francisco, California, USA. He is currently a CTO at Gig India, and his aim is to employ 5 million, that is 50 lakh giggers across the globe. And one more achievement I would like to highlight here is that he has won 21 hackathons out of 35 he has participated. So that is almost more than 75% he has won the hackathon. So a great achievement for that. I once again welcome you, Shubham, today on this live session on Hackathon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shri. Yeah.
Yes. So I would like to highlight one point to the viewers that this is not a formal discussion, but it will be an informal conversation about hackathon and its various aspects and perspectives. So feel free to write your questions in the comment box below in the live session. And if you have anything else, any doubts or clarification you need from our speaker, please feel free to write your questions in the comments box. So Shubham, before we set the stage and get going, I want to ask one question. That is the need of hackathon. Like, what do we want to have this discussion? Why do we want to have this discussion? And how the hackathon is connected to the current business scenarios and the overall global marketplace?
Right. Yeah. So the need of this discussion is because every individual is full up of ideas. Every day, every other day, we have ideas, different ideas that pops in our mind. And in order to get a stage to such ideas, we need a platform. And hackathons is a platform where we get a stage to such ideas, and we can prosper such ideas to a lot of people, towards masses, where exactly your ideas get a chance to flourish, to get some success, and also solve problems that are available all around you. So that's a platform. That's why it's an awareness session, I would say, regarding hackathons, where we inform each and everyone why hackathon is needed in the current scenario, and also with the tough times going on, how can it also help where you bring your ideas to stage.
Yes. Yeah, indeed, the pandemic times are the tough times going on. So let's start with our main conversation now. So before we go, like, what is hackathon? Like, general points, how you can summarize what is hackathon, and if you can explain us with the actual scenarios and throw some statistics on it, it will be great for us.
Sure. So hackathon is, first of all, I would like to clear this misconception about the word hack. Hack is nothing like breaking into your system. Like the hack is very much related to hackers, where they break your system, your security is concerned. So Hackathon is nothing towards that, but hackathon is just solving problems. If you have any problem, when you solve it, it's called, we hack that problem. So this is a general misconception I want to clear to everyone. And hackathon is a competition where in like 24 to 40 hours of competition, with where different types of people, different professionals of people come together, brainstorm an ideas and solve a problem. So that's why it's called hackathon. You must have seen walkathons, marathons. So it's just like hackathon, solve problems and hackathon. I would like to give a word to it. I would say a professional jugaad is called as hackathon, I would say.
Yes. That summarizes everything. A professional jugaad. Well said.
And we Indians are jugaadus, so we always have solutions to every problem, right? So
Yes.
and everyone, right? Be it any age, be it any profession, be it any domain, everyone has ideas. So everyone can do jugaad. So that's why a jugaadu platform or a jugaadu profession, I would say.
Yeah, professional jugaad can be summarized as a hackathon event. Can you throw some and tell us some statistics related to hackathon?
Sure. So I would say in a day, around 300 to 500 hackathons happen over the globe. And
Wow.
out of that, hackathon is also not just related to technology or technical domains like software engineering, I would say, or development, but it is across all the domains, healthcare, telecom, transportation. And now this is COVID. So there are COVID to COVID related government and other industries and organization arranges hackathons. So that counts as a different count. So let's say 1,000 is all professional and organizational hackathons, and NGOs, governments, and those are again counted. So if you see, there are 2,000, 3,000 hackathons that happens every year in a world. Yeah.
Wow. So that's a huge number as an event, as a singular, and then we can say a standardized event, because every hackathon is a standardized event where a problem solution or a statement is given and the teams solve it. So that is a huge number, and also like now during the pandemic situation, now the offline or the live events have been banned all over the world. So are the hackathons possible online also, or are they closed for now?
Yeah, of course, there are virtual hackathons. Like every now, edtech sector has this boom, right? Everyone is going doing online classes, so hackathons are also happening virtual. So recently in India, one of the government organization attended a hackathon which was virtual, and around 10,000 participants participated in that, and the winner were students. So virtual hackathons is also something which is right now happening all over the world. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Like the hackathon has a solution for this also. So that's a good to hear. So basically, I can say that hackathon is a platform where you can convert your idea into a reality situation, and I think that's the thing. So what is the motto behind the hackathon, and who usually conducts the hackathon? So like you said, government organization and private organization. So what is the motto behind the hackathon? What do you think?
Okay. So I'll go sector by sector. Okay.
Sure.
So all this private organization that conducts hackathons, for them, one of the major concern or one of the major motto behind this hackathon is marketing. First of all they want to do is market their products. So that's why they organize such hackathons where people from all professional attend that hackathon and get to know about what kind of products they are using. So for example, you must have seen such advertisements like use 15 days for free and then we'll charge you. In 15 days that they make you love to the product, and then you buy it, right? So similarly for private organization, all these IT companies or any companies that they host hackathon, for them it's more about marketing, where they give the product for free, and so that people come from different domains, brainstorm, and with different ideas they develop something, and out of that it's a one win-to-win situation for both, also for the companies and also for the people, right? Secondly, government organization, you see that lot of government, there are public sectors, there are problems everywhere. The government faces, there are many sectors in government, right?
Yeah, of course.
Every sector has a different set of problems. So for that, government organizes hackathons where a general public like us can come to a stage and
Mm-hmm.
throw our ideas, brainstorm our own ideas, build some solutions, and on that solution, government then utilizes the solution and build something for that. So that's why government organizes hackathons. Then colleges organizes hackathons for placements, for hiring, and all different.
Yeah,
Then
display of their student talent, we can say.
display of the student. Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, and I also seen some NGOs also manage to organize a hackathon. So, what do you
Right.
think? Like, how it will be useful for the NGOs and the sociality of the world?
Right. In according to the stats of 2019, around 10% of hackathons was for non-profit cause,
Okay.
because all these companies have this CSR events. CSR events are basically म्हणजे या
Corporate
सगळ्या
social
companies
responsibility.
corporate, yeah. So for that events, they have to contribute to the society, back to the society, back to the community, right? So
Yeah.
for that, they organizes hackathons with NGOs where
Mm-hmm.
people solve problems which are related to NGOs,
Mm-hmm.
and NGOs get ideas and get solutions, and
Mm-hmm.
companies also are able to solve their purpose. So that's why NGOs also organizes hackathons. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So, and do companies utilize the hackathon event in their any of the hiring or the hiring or interview processes?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Nowadays, lot of companies host hackathons because they are in want of innovation. They don't want people who have uh, learned things all over the time, but they are not innovative. Because now hackathons bring a stage where all kind of innovative people come together, and
Mhm.
they hire easily, right? So this also proves them कि अरे ये कर सकता है तो हम इसको तो hire कर ही सकते हैं. So that's kind of, so they are innovative people.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I heard someone saying in my circle that talent acquired through hackathon is the readily deployable talent, and they don't need any because they undergo so much intensive pressure and everything, and all the skills have been judged already by during the hackathon event, I can say. In
Right.
fact, I also read an article where I think Amazon and Adobe, the both the multi-billion dollar companies of San Francisco, they hire only through that. They are converting hackathon hiring to a mainstream hiring rather than a traditional hiring now. So that's
Right.
good to hear, because the companies are going out of the way to take new initiatives and go to hire where the skills are judged and not the percentage or marks. So that's a
Right.
good
Right.
thing, I can say.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
In such kind of hirings, also students which are covered are from all types of college, not just IIT, NIT, or
Yes.
top college. All kind.
Exactly.
So everyone gets a stage to showcase their talent. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, and that's a your talents is channelized in a proper way to a proper person or a delegate, and rather than showcasing it to many people, it is channelized and displayed or showcased to a set group of people who really for whom the idea really means a lot, and it's not just a showcasing or just for the sake of managing the event or organizing the event. So that's a
Right.
good thing, I can say. So
Right.
okay,
The
so
target is very right there.
yeah, so I think the marketing of company and it is a win-win for the participants and the company, and hiring, so it is again a win-win for companies and the employees also, so the wannabe employees of the company. So what are the other benefits of hackathon? So that is one part of hackathon while participating. So
Sure.
after or before hackathon, what are the benefits of it? So for
Okay.
students or professionals, or if you can just differentiate between benefits for all the sets of people.
Sure. So let me start with the students.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah. I'll go by different types of students, right? So
Yes.
let's consider engineering students who are fresh graduates right now,
Mhm.
medical students, or any other sector students. So they are they have learned all their courses in the Excel in the last 3 to 4 years, right?
Mhm.
They are fulfilled with their ideas. They are
Yes.
fulfilled with their talent, and they are fresh graduates, right?
Yes.
Now hackathons can be a platform again to them कि yeah, we have talent, we have innovations,
Mhm.
we have innovative
Mhm.
ideas to showcase, let us participate, and companies can choose us. rather than applying for different companies, rather than posting in their hiring portals. No one sees their resumes, right? No one sees there because a lot of resumes that are coming. So this becomes an easy way, a new pathway where students can get benefits. Just participate, show your talent, and you get hired. So that's beneficial for students. Now coming to entrepreneurs. So again, there would be two types of entrepreneurs who have started early out of college, who have started just like before completing the college, the dropouts. It's a famous
famous business dialogue that failures are the best businessmen.
right. So that could be one, or it could be like, let's say, after having 3-4 years or 5 years or 10 years, or even let's say people start at age of 65 as well, right? So even you can be entrepreneurs. For them, it becomes a easy, again, a go-to place where you have idea, you need validation, right? Because if, let's say you are my friend, if I tell you that, Arey, I have this idea, how cool is that idea? You would say, oh, this is nice. Oh, you are my friend, right? And it's a small validation that you give me, right? But if I, let's say, tell you to next 10 to 5 people, they might not agree with the idea, or they might not like the idea. So in this scenario where we have people who are the judges from all different companies, all CXOs, CTOs, EOs from all other companies, and investors, people from different industry. If suppose I'm an engineer, I have an idea in something which is related to medical science. If suppose I get a doctor as a judge, then that could be a right person to judge me instead of something else. So in such setup, all entrepreneurs that get is a validation of their idea. They get an opportunity to network with such kind of people, and also they get a feedback saying, now you are at 5 out of 10. If you improve this 2 point, you will be at 7 out of 10. So that makes it more beneficial for them.
Okay. So if you said about the entrepreneurial mindset people and the student. So if there are people in general public, so they are not studying, or say for instance, take homemakers. So do you think that this would be a beneficial to homemakers or the people who are not students or professionals?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll give an example. Recently, in last month, one of my friend participated with his mom. Okay. And, his mom is homemaker, and she won an hackathon with a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees.
Wow, that's grand.
Yeah. So, and that was a 24-hour hackathons. You must have seen Kaun Banega Crorepati and all different talk shows, right? So here it's in 24 hours you can win some price of 10 lakh, and that can be a starter, that can be an early investment to your ideas. And she started with an idea of Bachat Gut on a digital platform. So that's like empowering a lot of women. That's like empowering the community in that particular town. And also she was from some non-technical background, a homemaker, and she has inspired a lot of different people. So yes, ideas are not limited to students or professionals or an entrepreneurs, but ideas are everywhere. Right. So that's why it's for everyone.
Great. That's fantastic. So because it's not for a set of people or a different demographic people, but it's for everyone. Anyone and whoever has idea for that problem or a problem solving skill for that problem, you are welcome. So also, like, we have got a question in our chat box, like saying, what coding language do we need any coding language to participate in a hackathon? I think we'll be coming to that a bit later. What skills do you think get developed after attending the various hackathons? You have attended approximately 35 hackathons now. So what skills do you think have been developed because of hackathons?
Yeah. In my first hackathon, I was not able to speak in front of even 5 people. Now in my 35th hackathon, I am able to speak in front of 500 people. So that's the confidence that you get. The stage fear is completely relieved, and you get an opportunity to network with. So if you see 35 hackathons, and each hackathon there would be 10 to 15 people who are from all successful industries. They're already successful people. Right? Then you're able to talk with them. Then you have to communicate and exchange your idea. So that gives a validation from already successful people. So that's an benefit
That's a
of
huge
attending.
validation.
Yeah, and also there are a lot of hackathons which sponsors your uh, idea. They do early investment in your ideas. So that is again a beneficiary factor where if I have an idea, I go to a hackathon, I win. Suppose I pitch my idea, I win. I get some early sponsorship to start my idea. Lot of times what happen is you have an idea, but you don't have the initial investment. ते
Investment.
भांडवल नसतं तुम्हाला
भांडवल.
तुमच्या
बरोबर.
आयडियाला प्रोपोगेट करायचं.
पंख
सो
देण्यासाठी.
पंख देण्यासाठी.
Right. So this there are, I think, like one more skill we can say, like apart from the confidence and stage fear, I think leadership and problem solving skill along with collaboration, because when you are in a team, you attend the hackathon in a team, and then you go in a team and you collaborate and cooperate with different types of members, different age groups. So I think that helps you in a personal growth. I can if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So how was your hackathon journey? So like, you mentioned about your first hackathon where you're not able to speak, and now you have become a hackathon addict. If I'm not wrong, and you have attended around 35 hackathons. So right from the first, like, who was your inspiration, and how did it all started? Like that first hackathon, it would have been some incident that would have led you to participate in that. So how was your journey, and how it started, and it has came to a long way till now?
Yeah. So I'm from a college in a college in Pune. That's PICT. I did my engineering there. That's a non-IIT college, and I always wanted to be an IITian back then. It's a story of every engineering student. So so I was not able to get selected in IIT, and then while doing my engineering, even if it is a known college in Maharashtra, but it is always a IIT college. It's when it is a non-IIT NIT college. So that was a rigor where I have to prove myself that yes. So then I found a hackathon one day. It's a very funny story. The prize of that hackathon was an Apple Watch. So I wanted to participate in that hackathon just to win that Apple Watch. And then it started with that. Within that, we didn't win the hackathon, but it started with that. And it became an addiction where with every hackathon, where people say, "Arey, your idea is bad, your idea is good, this is the problem you are solving is right, this is not." So when you get feedback, you get motivated. Oh, I may be thinking wrong, I might be thinking good. So when you get motivated, it becomes an addiction. And it's like when you win, it adds up to that addiction, right?
Yeah, okay.
So
and when you win again and again, that is an fuel to your passion, I can say.
Yeah.
So you were speaking about the validation during networking and validation. So do you think like short-term validation and long-term validation is important during your hackathon journey? Like, what do you feel about the validation part?
Okay. So I'll give an example to this. If suppose you row a seed, जेव्हा तुम्ही झाड लावता ते एका दिवशी मोठं होणार नाहीये, राईट? सो झाड लावल्यावर ते एका दिवशी जेव्हा मोठं होत नाही, when you row a seed, if you get a short term validation, that's very limited to what the scope right then. But if you see a long term validation, तुमच्याकडे जर आयडिया असेल, you improve on that, you get feedback from lot of people, you get validation from lot of people. जर मी तुला एक आयडिया सांगितली, तू मला काही फीडबॅक देशील, सर, आणि जर तो फीडबॅक नेगेटिव्ह असला तर मी तिथेच थांबून देईल, असं नाही. बट जर मी फीडबॅकला पॉझिटिव्हली घेतलं तर मी त्या आयडियाला अजून इम्प्रूव्ह करेल. जो मी प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करतोय तो बरोबर आहे की नाही, किंवा अजून काय करायला हवं त्याच्यामध्ये, आय इम्प्रूव्ह ऑन दॅट. अँड देन सो आय वुड सजेस्ट लॉंग टर्म व्हॅलिडेशन इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट दॅन शॉर्ट टर्म व्हॅलिडेशन.
Great. So I think short-term validation is important to just a small push or just one step ahead. But I think long-term validation will give you, like we said, wings to fly for your idea. So that's a good thing. And like you said, like your idea would be liked by someone or disliked by someone. So how do you deal with the non-acceptance or mass non-acceptance of your idea? So because if we know each other and if you present idea, I won't critically analyze it, because I would just analyze it on the first hand show and I won't critically analyze it. So if there is a mass non-acceptance, how do you deal with it?
Okay. So again, I'll put an example here. So I attended a hackathon last year. Last to last year. There, a team was 13th. Win. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, and the participant there and the number of people, the audience was around 500, 600 people, right? So 500, in eyes of 500, 600 people, that idea didn't get validated, or I mean, that didn't win, right? So winning is not just your idea is validated, now you can do whatever you want. But the team that was 13th in the overall hackathon got $3 million funding the next year. So yeah, it's about it's a failure in such hackathons is, I would say, it's an opportunity. I would say when you fail in an hackathon, you see, or let's keep up aside the word hackathon. When you fail while presenting your idea or telling your idea to someone, if you fail, if the other person is not convinced, I would suggest then you're solving a wrong problem, or you have to tweak a bit of that problem, so that, or the solution, I would say, so that you attend or you hit the right target. Once you hit the right target, everyone will agree to what you are pitching to the world.
Exactly. And I think that non-acceptance, like you said, will lead to I'm sorry, to a wider solution rather than a discrete solution, I can say. That's a good one. So like I said, you started with your startup journey, and then now you're a CTO at Gig India. So why did not you choose to be with your startup journey till now?
Okay. So when I was in final year, we started Spinaxon Studios. In Spinaxon Studios, we had this idea of Tick, which is an image polling app. Back then, we were showing a group of 3 people where we thought this idea will work. We are non-professional because we didn't have any exposure to that. But just we got a lot of traction. Traction is basically when companies try your product and they really like your product. So we thought of continuing with that. But then we realized in order to run a company or in order to run a project at a larger scale, we need some kind of experience. And it's not wrong to continue back then, but we thought of taking some experience and then coming back to the entrepreneurship journey, so that you can take right decisions. So that was the reason why we chose to not continue back then. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a small break for your entrepreneurial journey rather than a stoppage to your entrepreneurial journey. So that's great. And we spoke about the failure. So you failed about, like, we can say you have won more hackathons, and you said that the failures give you an opportunity to widen your scope. But still, what are all any other learnings from your failures of the hackathon? So one good example was like you came 13th, but still the next year that company won a funding of $3 million, and that's a huge funding. But are there any other things which you have learned from your failures?
Right. So in failures, in basically, I would say, let's say when you sell a problem, more people get attracted to you rather than when you sell a solution. So failures, yeah. So for example, you must have seen this Kent purifier, all these water purifier ads. If they tell you we purify your water, no one is gonna buy that. But if they tell you this kills your 99% germs in that water, everyone's get attended. Oh, this is something which is useful for me. So one of the biggest learning that I had from my failure is be ready to sell your problem rather than selling your solution. So, Arey, tula hai problem hai. You guys got this problem. We have a solution for it. So that's where this is one of the biggest learning, I would say. So in all the hackathons which I failed, I would say I was not able to convince the judges or not able to convince the audience whether we are selling a right problem or a right solution or not. That's right.
Okay. So I can say just believe your idea and then just go ahead like without not validation and winning and losing. You should just believe your idea and go ahead. Keep moving ahead, I can say.
Nurture your idea for long term, I would say.
Yeah. Long term validation, like you said, always works rather than a short term validation. uh, what are the benefits of hackathon to you? Like you said about the hackathon benefits in general, but you personally, were there any benefits, like uh, like the benefits which you personally are benefiting from the hackathon?
Okay. So first of all, I got this opportunity as a benefit to meet with lot of industry expert,
Okay.
lot of CEOs, lot of people who have proven themselves in their entrepreneur journey, who has
Mm-hmm.
done a successful billion dollars of business, and
Mm-hmm.
also it gets me an opportunity to network with lot of such people. There are so sometimes you find that in your college itself there is some other student who's very innovative, and
Yeah.
in you meet them at such a hackathon, so you get to network with such kind of innovative people, and that also evolves you. So that's a personal growth, and networking are two important factors that you get benefit from hackathon.
Okay.
Secondly, as a student, how I would say, so I'm a software engineer, and my college is a tier 2 or tier 3 college, and
Uh-huh.
usually companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, usually when you apply to such company, they don't select your profile because just your college is not that
Yes,
good.
of course.
So they have this automatic tracking system. When you send your resumes, when you send your CVs, they track that whether your CV is IITN CV or a non-IITN CV or something like that, or skill sets, right?
Yes.
So hackathon is one of a buzzword or a trending word where such CVs get selected. So you get
Hmm.
calls from all such companies as well if you have this. So that was a really good benefit that happened to me by attending hackathons and also winning the hackathon. So I got calls about hiring from a lot of such companies. So that is one very important thing. So this is, as per I would say, from a student mindset, these were the benefits that I got. From an entrepreneurial mindset, I would say again, those who have already proven their business. If someone like that tells you ki your idea will work, just change this business model, that's a real and quick validation there itself that, yes, I should change my business model accordingly so that I can also make money out of it. So
Yes.
as an entrepreneur, I say you get people who are expert in that domain to meet. Otherwise, it's very impossible to meet a CEO of, let's say, Flipkart. But due to one of this hackathon, I was able to meet the CEO of Flipkart, right? So
Yeah.
that's how it makes it easy for all entrepreneurs to meet people like this. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's
So
an
it is best way we can say that it is an express way to grab all the opportunities.
yeah.
So I would like to tell our viewers that, Shubham said that he met Sachin Bansal. His idea of the Like app was integrated in a small scale in Flipkart, and that is a huge validation or a huge achievement, I can say, during your entrepreneurial journey rather than a student journey. Well,
Right.
you started that company as a student, but that as an entrepreneur, it was a great thing. So here we have one question from audience. Like, can you explain one idea you have proposed in any of the hackathon? Any one idea?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year, I went to a hackathon from a company called Synchrony.
Uh-huh.
Uh, you must all everyone must be doing shopping in shopping malls, right? There are a lot of choices of clothes everywhere, and it's
Yeah.
very tiring to try all this clothes and then see which one is the best. So what we did is we created a smart mirror, uh,
Okay.
where you where you stand in front of camera, a big screen where you stand
Uh-huh.
there, and all the clothes that are in display you can choose and it will get embodied in your body. So I can change
Oh
my
wow.
shirt with a swipe. So that's an idea we built last year, and this company called Synchrony is already working on that idea. They took the ownership of that idea from us, and they are now building on the such ideas. So this is one of an example I would say. Yeah.
Wow, that was a great question by Swapnil Madam Shettiwar, and your solution that is an everyday a shopper problem. Like which one I should take, this or that, and one of the factor is of course the looks, and if you are solving that, that's a great thing. So coming to the next part, like now you say like you have already become a hackathon addict now. So now if anyone wants to join a hackathon or participate in a hackathon, where should they look for it? So also that is my question, and also we have the same question from Shubham C, that how do you what advice would you give to a rookie if he wants to participate in a hackathon? So
Okay.
they are the two questions. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of websites which gives you information about all these hackathons that are happening all
Mm-hmm.
over the world.
Mm-hmm.
There are international hackathons, there are national hackathons, there are school, college level hackathons, which happens all over the world, right? So, I mean, we can post in the comment section about all these links where you can
Yeah, yeah,
get
of
news
course.
about hackathons. Yeah. For example, there is devpost.org, there is hackathon.com itself,
Okay.
Hacker. Yeah. So there are a lot of websites where all these companies, government post their hackathon.
Uh-huh.
One more example is uh, for students who are really want to try these hackathons, or who are rookie or newbies in this hackathon domain. For all kind of students, not just related to engineering, but all medical arts students, they can participate in Smart India Hackathon. It has been happening since last 4 years. It is conducted by government, and till now in the last 4 years, 10 lakh plus students have already participated in hackathon, and I would say there are 2000 plus solutions where all the students have given solutions to all our daily life problems, right?
Problem.
So for students, Smart India Hackathon is one of the great opportunity, and also from the websites. And for someone who is rookie, right, someone who is new to this
Newbie.
hackathon, yeah, I would just say collect 2-3 people, like collaborate with 2-3 like-minded people from different industry, brainstorm your ideas, just present it. You will realize, you will learn in the first hackathon itself what is wrong, what is not. There is nothing as such a preparation, I would say, but be ready to present your idea. Don't hold yourself back while presenting your ideas.
Idea.
See, yeah, because if you see, technology is nothing. Hackathon has nothing to do with technology. It is just to do with what business problems you solve, what problems you solve for general, and technology just enables to solve that.
That is
Or
a tool to enable these
yeah,
problems or
there
the
are other
solution.
solutions also. One example I would say is in Uganda, a hackathon happened last year where
Okay.
a group of mechanical engineers and medical MBBS doctors created a team, and they created mobile ambulance. So in
Oh,
scooter,
okay.
in scooters in Uganda, they created a stretcher-like system where in scooter itself you can create a short ambulance. So this is one of the winning hackathon idea, and they are already working on a prototype of that. So
Great.
it's just about presenting yourself, getting onto the
Solution.
platform. Yeah, declaring your ideas.
Yeah, I think that the Uganda solution is really useful to all the rural areas where they are like, or the villages where, we can reach, increase our health outreach, especially in this pandemic and the overhauling and the uncertain situation. I think that's a great solution, I can say. Kudos to the participant and the solution giver. Also, we had a question from Sanke that what coding language we need to have to participate in hackathon. I think you already answered that technology is just a tool, and I don't think you need a specific language to present this thing.
Right.
And yes, so let's move on to our next part of the session.
Sure.
You already said about the homework and approach to a hackathon, but what are the homeworks and preparation, like back end work I should do before I go to any hackathon?
Mhm. Okay, so understand your target audience. Okay,
Okay.
so that is one of the important things. So suppose if
Mhm.
you are solving something, it is very important to understand your target audience. So while also attending an hackathon, if suppose the judges are from transportation industry or travel industry or healthcare industry, or let's say any other professional, don't pitch your ideas where it gets like don't have that confidence like if I pitch my ideas the way I want, it will work. But pitch your
Mhm.
ideas according to the people who are listening to them.
Watching
Give
you.
examples which will connect to them, rather than giving example. Suppose you give an example which is very engineering specific to a doctor, that won't
Okay.
never work, right? So
Yes.
the preparation or homework, I would say, is be ready for your audience, be prepared for what kind of audience you are expecting when you are go to an hackathon, and then create your pitch deck, or then create your presentation, or the ideas how you present it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the solution will be same, but the way you present would be a meaningful way and an important takeaway to, you should know your jury. It's
Right.
just like, if a restaurant gives you what they want, we won't like to eat. But if they give what we want, we would enjoy the meal. So it's the same thing, I can say. I can correlate with the day-to-day restaurant things. So
Yeah.
that's a good one. Also, we have got a question like, what is the scope for the medical student to participate in a hackathon, and are there any special hackathons for medical students? So we have been asked this question by Mr. Parimal.
Yeah. So one example, there's a company in Gujarat right now which was built out of hackathons. So again, he was a designer. There was a doctor student. He had a friend who was designer. They built a tool, a mechanical tool out of that. They designed a tool which was presented in hackathon, and that each tool is priced at 1 lakh rupees. So
Okay.
that's an example where a medical student had an idea to support his operational surgery, and a designer got into picture and created that tool for him, and that won an hackathon, and now it's a business already. So that's an example of how other professionals also can participate and bring solution to power. Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to highlight again that it is not only for any set of people, but every set of people, rather than differentiating with a single demographic. It is open to every age group, every gender, and every kind of people, rather than medical or engineering or anything.
Right.
And also, we have got, before I move ahead, like you said, I also think like the Facebook has, although many companies have internal hackathons to, to generate new ideas and, business ideas for their own company. And I would like to highlight here that the Facebook like feature was created as a product from one such hackathon. And the Facebook like, so all the people, we put a picture, and for a validation or anything, the Facebook like is used. And
Yeah.
there are many marketing balances and theories connected to that like feature now. So it started with a small hackathon solution, but it has came a long way. And before I forgot, please do like our video also, just because we are on this topic. Okay. So how do you present, because like you said, the tool was designed and it was converted to a business idea, and there are many n number of businesses or the companies which have been formed from solution of hackathon. So how you should approach in an entrepreneurial or a business mindset, what approach or what business approach do you should take while pitching the ideas, while presenting your ideas.
Right. So when you present your ideas, first of all, as I told earlier as well, that it should connect to the problem of audience. Suppose you are
Mm-hmm.
pitching to general public, it should connect to them. That is
Mm-hmm.
very important factor. And now to turn into a business idea, you should also check on the cost factor. Are there any such competing companies which are doing similar stuff, or is there anyone who already has this idea and also well equipped and already established? So you should do some competitive analysis, and then the pricing and everything. When it comes to business, it has to be a profitable business. Obviously, if suppose the hackathon is not about when it's a non-profit hackathon, I would say you don't have to worry about that. But with it's a business idea or an entrepreneur hackathon, there you have to, when you have got a solution, you build a solution, but now that you have to sell that solution as well. So when it comes to that, you have to check the affordability of the solution that you are presenting. It could be anything. It could be a tool, a mechanical tool. It could be an Android app. It could be an iOS app. It could be something like a tool for us operational surgery, right? So it could be anything, but it has to be affordable to everyone, and it should be useful to each and everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. And we have got one more question from Mr. Abhijit here. Like, what kind of ideas will be useful in present scenario? I think he must be pointing towards the COVID scenario to make the new normal more comfortable. Yes, I was right. So the new normal, which we are all experiencing from last 1 month now. So, what kind of ideas will be useful? What do you think?
Okay, so that's a very interesting hackathon example here. Uh, Everyone, the audience must be aware that Zoom is facing a lot of security issues right now. So,
Yeah.
government of India, as everyone has shifted to work from home scenario, government has India has created an initiative where everyone, all professionals are being called to solve something which is similar to Zoom and which is very
Mm-hmm.
much secure. So this could be one of the example where to tackle such present scenario. And also that day while discussing Shri, post
We got one
COVID,
idea. Yes.
yeah, we got an idea. So post COVID, there will be a lot of wastage of plastic. There will be a lot of yeah, right. So in order to consume that in a proper way, in order to also not affect the environment, there will be a lot of, yeah, there will be a lot of healthcare ideas which will be coming up,
Yeah.
which should solve the scenarios. How to
Yes.
use mask. There's one of the example is there are companies who are also currently just focusing on COVID situation, how to make the work from home setup easy, how
Mm-hmm.
to make their daily life easy. So there are a lot of ideas which can come in such. Two examples could be like this.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And I think environmentalist, healthcare, and like you said, all the problem solvers should come together and make sure that we are not facing another world global situation due to the extra usage of the plastics these days. So we have got one more question, and I think that was my next question as well. That are the so hackathons only limited to software? You have already cleared, but can you give more examples related to fintech industry or the transportation industry where hackathons have worked and done wonders? So I'm aware of one example, like the HDFC Bank. The
Yeah.
millennial credit card system was a product from a hackathon solution. So do you have any more such examples? Like you also specified about the healthcare example. So any other examples would like to give?
Yeah. So one of the examples in the bank system, only in the fintech system, like last year, there was a solution where now everyone, a lot of people in IT industry are using credit cards, right?
Yeah,
And there are UPI solutions which are everywhere. So in the COVID situation, no one is ready for cash
cash.
transactions. They are all digital pay, right? But
Yeah.
again, if you see, I am pointing to a particular point where a lot of economical issues there are coming. So a credit industry is also booming. So what bank have done in one of an hackathon example is ICICI Bank created a solution where you can pay to people cashless from your credit card via
Uh-huh.
UPI ID. So you can pay cash from credit card using Google Pay. So something like that. So this is one of the example where fintech industry has taken such idea from hackathon. Yeah.
Mhm. That's great. That's great. So now coming to the next part, like, is there any unique or out of the box hackathon that has ever happened in the world? Is there any unique or hatke hackathon? Because I'm sure there should be some creative idea here also.
Yeah. So in 2018, there was a hackathon which happened in a plane
Uh-huh.
flight 80 hours straight from Hong Kong to London and back.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a hackathon in plane. So that
Wow.
was a very big hackathon that happened all international one, and around 80 to 90 participants selected out of 10,000 participants all over the world. Only 80, 90 were
We're
selected
allowed to
to
participate.
the final round, and that was a really hatke hackathon that happened till now.
That's great. That's great. You're performing on a solution while traveling, so that's something unique touch to an
Right.
hackathon. So we have got loads of questions, but we are running out of time now. I would
Sure.
request that once session is over, you can answer their questions in the comment section. But
Yeah.
before that, I would like to come to the last question of our session today. You are working currently as a CTO at Gig India, and you said that the companies and your aim is to bring aboard 5 million, that is 50 lakh giggers on board to to engage more people with Gig Indias. So is there any action plan, or what is your action plan to make this project a dream come true, I can say?
Right. So first of all, I would like to
Sorry,
explain what
sorry
gig
to
is.
interrupt. Yeah, I would like to say, like, if you can just explain what are giggers and then come to the answer. Thank you.
Sure, sure. So first of all, I'll explain Gig India. Gig India is a company where we take projects or gigs from all the established companies, and
Mm-hmm.
then we leverage it or give that work to freelancers. And
Mm-hmm.
these freelancers we call as giggers. And these
Uh-huh.
giggers could be anyone, working professionals, students, homemaker. So if you remember, Shri, in a back then, in while traveling in bus or train, you must have seen so those pamphlets were saying data entry karo, ghar baithe kamao,
Yeah,
right?
take up.
Types such pamphlets you used to see, right? So Gig India is basically a digital version of that, where we empower all such kind of people, students, field agents, delivery agents, homemakers, housewives,
Mm-hmm.
and who can earn extra money by doing such small gigs. And
Gigs.
these gigs are not something like you need to have any particular degree or you need to have any kind of education. With certain amount of training you can perform such gigs. So these gigs are basically data entry gigs, telecalling, telesales,
Mm-hmm.
or lead generation, or video moderation. Someone can edit video, so you see all these videos that are viral on WhatsApp, right? So
Yeah.
videos are made by such giggers only. Those they don't need to be engineers to make a video, right? All this
Yes.
TikTok is such a platform like TikTok is famous because everyone can make such videos. So
Videos.
uh, we empower all such kind of people to create or to perform these small gigs and earn their money. And it's a complete remote job, freelancing. I would say anytime they can work in
Yeah.
a day.
Freelancer. Yes.
So if you want to earn some extra money, then that's or earn like a gigger. It's that's why we call it as giggers or
Giggers.
gigs. Yeah.
Gigs. So basically, it is like collectively giggers solve a solution. Great. Great.
Or a
Great.
bigger
Great.
company.
Yes, yes, yes. So thank you, Shubham. Many of our questions have been solved. So just to summarize the session, I can say the hackathon can be basically summarized like idea, collaborate, design, rapid prototype, testing, iterate, and pitching to convert it to a business idea. If
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, and I can say hackathon are perfect place for meeting people, creating opportunities, mentorship gaining, and networking, of course, that can give you wings for your ideas. So here I would like to say, like, I would like to quote the past president, John F. Kennedy, the past president of United States. He said, like, every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. So I think participate in hackathons, give yourself a opportunity to try, and get yourself acquainted with the new opportunity. So I think after today's discussion, I can say the hackathons are engaging, futuristic, collaborative, empowering, and of course, life changing. It has changed life for Shubham and many other companies in the world. I would like to appeal everyone that participate in hackathons and give wings to your entrepreneurial mindset. Thank you, Shubham, and thank you all our viewers. We got loads of questions on today's session, and I'm sure, Shubham, you can answer them once the session gets over because we are running out of time.
Yeah.
And don't forget, I would like to appeal all the viewers that today's session will be overing soon, and tomorrow we have session by Mr. Prashant Belgamwar with topic कशी करावी फायदेशीर शेती व त्यातील रोजगार. सो लाईक वी नो दॅट आपला देश आणि आपलं महाराष्ट्र राज्य हे शेतीप्रधान राज्य आहे, तर त्यातील काही रोजगार आणि फायदेशीर शेती आणि त्यातील रोजगारासाठी उद्याचं सेशन नक्कीच या. Shubham, I thank you on behalf of all the viewers, and I would like to ask all of you to please like, comment, and subscribe KomTv, and keep watching KomTv. Thank you.